Hey guys, Coach Nate here, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you a couple exercises to do on a box, and some of them that can translate to using a chair. So we got a class going on, so we're going to be going outside to film this next part. Alright guys, so the first exercise I got for you today is just our box jump. So our box jump is just like it sounds. Dang it! Short train. So don't mind, but we got a railroad track right behind us. So our first exercise is the box jump. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load my feet, and I want to spring off the ground, jump up on the box. And then what we teach at CrossFit is just opening up the hips. So when I jump up, I want to open up the hips just to kind of complete that rep. What I teach is I squeeze the glutes at the top, because when I squeeze my glutes, I can't bend forward. When you come off the box, you can jump down or you can just step down. A lot of times we say just step down if you want to stay safe, because sometimes when you jump off the box, it can kind of put your Achilles at risk, especially if you're jumping from a big height. So next exercise I got for you is step ups, but for that I need to grab a weight, and I didn't bring one out here, so I'll be right back. Alright, so step up, just like it sounds. You put one foot on the box, and you're going to step up. A lot of times I do this with weight just for some conditioning, because it actually helps your quad endurance, because you're driving through your quads a lot. So normally I'll have 2 dumbbells and place one foot on the box, and what I want to do is I want to drive through that quad here. Standing up, normally I lead with the same leg down. It really doesn't matter what leg you lead with, but I like to step up on the box and then step down. Reason being, it takes a little bit longer, puts me at more what we call time under tension. So because I'm holding those dumbbells, I'm actually using a lot of grip strength, and my legs will start to burn after about 8 reps. So if you do sets of like 8 on each leg, trust me, it's a good workout, especially if you got a decent amount of weight. Normally I'll do it with some 50s. That's typically a standard in CrossFit, but you guys can do it with whatever weight that you want. But if you want to work on that quad endurance, I encourage you to go a little bit heavier, because this is not really a movement that you're going to get hurt on. So when you do this, a lot of times you're going to feel that quad start to activate, especially this right here, kind of that teardrop going over the knee. That's going to be really worked out, and you're going to get a lot of endurance doing these, almost like you're doing a bunch of stairs. Third exercise that I'm gonna go over is the Bulgarian split squat. So like I said, this uses weight, and you can kind of displace the weight wherever. Same thing with the step ups. If you want to use a barbell, that's cool too. I like dumbbells just because they're easier to hold. So what you're gonna do with the Bulgarian split squat is you're going to put one foot on the box, this other foot you're gonna put out wide. What I like to do, some people like to keep that back foot flat on the box, which is fine. Sometimes my toes start to cramp, so I kind of dig my heel into that just to keep my toes activated. But what I want to do is I want to drop that back knee really close to the box, just like so. So it's almost like a lunge, and you feel this, your quads start to burn a lot. So when you're doing this, you want to stay close to that box in the back, and then drive through that front foot. So you really feel the quads start to activate when you do this. I'll do a couple on the other leg as well, just like this. You want to keep this leg again out a little bit wider, that way you can drop really close to the box. Alright, so the last movement that I'm going to go over with the box is actually our box dip. If you want to make it harder, I'll go over that first, and then I'll go over some modifications to make it easier. So with the dip, I like my legs straight, but what I want to think is I want to move my back almost right up against that box, just like so. And what happens is I activate my triceps. What I want to do is I want to maintain a flat back, and I want to keep it really close along the back of the box, just right there. And what happens is I activate my triceps. The closer I am, because I'm pushing predominantly with only this muscle, I'm going to be activating that a lot. And what I do with my feet is I like to keep them straight, just so I put all the strain on my tricep when I'm doing this motion. Now, sometimes the tricep is a little bit underdeveloped, it's not as strong. So what we can do to modify for this workout, or for this exercise, we can kind of bend the knees a little bit, That way I'm a little bit close to the box, and then I use my tricep again. Still maintaining that close position to the box, but with the bent feet, I'm putting a little bit more stress on my legs to kind of help me stand up. And additionally, if that's too hard, you can kind of drive through the heels a little bit to help you even more. So if I drive through my heels, obviously I'm coming up a little bit faster, and that's because I'm not entirely using my tricep, I'm using my legs a little bit to help me get up. So if that's a little too easy, then kind of eliminate the legs, take them out of it. It'll be a little bit harder, and then like I said, go straight feet. That'll be your hardest option, just on the box right there. All right, so that concludes our 4 exercises that we could do with the box. Again, that's the box jump, then we did the step up, the Bulgarian split squat, and the box dips. So again, Coach Nate with CrossFit Fullerton. I'll catch you guys in the next video.